Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm bringing you my 2-week update. So a lot has happened. Um, I am going to tell you though that if you don't want to hear gross stuff, to just don't watch this video because I am going to keep it as real as I can. I do believe that it is important for me to tell you the reality of things. Also, there were a few issues that I had throughout my recovery that I could not find answers anywhere online. So I'm going to be talking to you about those starting now. I had my hysterectomy 2 weeks and 3 days ago. Okay, I had the robotic hysterectomy. As you already know, I do have a couple of videos. I filmed the first one right after surgery, so I was out of it. If you're interested in those, I will be linking them in the description box below. I'm gonna go ahead and start by telling you that the first week I thought it was going to be quite easy. I didn't feel any pain, some discomfort, but that's because of the anesthesia was still in my body and I was taking all those pain medicine. Yeah, so that wasn't the reality of things. Then going into week and a half and a few days, I was feeling great. So I decided to stop taking pain medication as prescribed. That was a big mistake. Big mistake. When I did that, the following day, I felt horrible. I was in so much pain. I was swollen. It was just a bad idea. So now I'm telling you, don't stop taking your pain medication right away. In my case, it was the worst mistake that I've made. Like I said, I'm 2 weeks and 3 days post-op, so I just stopped taking the strong pain medication like the ibuprofen 800 and the other one, I forgot what the other one was, but I stopped yesterday. So what I do is that I take ibuprofen. I take 600 now as needed, meaning in the morning and before I go to bed, and that seems to be working okay. um I'm not doing too much. Today I just got out of the house and walked a little bit outside the house, and I feel good. I got out of the shower, I feel relaxed. Let me go ahead and show you how the scars look like. I'm not using the binder anymore because I don't feel I need it. But you know what? If you feel that you need it, don't stop using it. You have to be very careful with your decisions. Let me go ahead and show you how my stomach looks like. Okay, so the tape is starting to fall out. So I have some residue there. This one is completely out. That's the one on my belly button. And this is the one here. So they are healing pretty good. So no worries there, everything is going good. Let me talk to you about the symptoms that I had before I saw my doctor. I saw my doctor on Friday. One of the symptoms that I felt getting out of week 1 was that my breast was very tender. It reminded me of when I was pregnant and I started like to build milk in my breast. It hurt really bad. Symptom number 2 was a yellow discharge. This is the one that I could not find any information online. I watched several videos of different gals that had their hysterectomy, and no one mentioned really any discharge. I had discharge, and it had an odor to it. Okay, so I had this discharge. I wasn't sure if it was good or bad. Called my doctor. They said, well, you would have to come in. I decided to wait a little bit longer to see if it would go away. It did not go away. It was driving me insane. So when I saw my doctor on Friday, I told him, I said, look, this discharge is there. The odor is not pleasant. So he said, you know, he said to my experience, I haven't experienced so much discharge in my other patients, but he said, I don't think you have an infection, but in case you do, I'm gonna go ahead and prescribe an antibiotic just to be on the safe side. He prescribed me the antibiotic. I filled it up on Friday. Today is Sunday, and voila, discharge very minimal, no odor to it, and I am so happy about that. So, you know, if you have the yellow discharge and it has an odor to it, any type of odor that doesn't smell pleasant, you have to call your doctor so he can prescribe you an antibiotic. I know online it says, well, a certain amount of discharge is normal, but you know what? It's kind of vague. I did experience a lot of swelling, and I'm looking at my notes right now. Um, Now I don't have it as much. I'm still a little bit swollen, but not too much. And this is what was happening to me, okay? Every time I had gas, like traveling down, it would hurt. I still get that sharp pain, like in my insides. And you know, that's totally normal because you have to remember they took out the uterus. And so we have an empty space in there. So that is the answer to it, normal. Um, this is the one that really got me feeling tired. I can tell you that about 2 days ago, I stopped feeling as tired. So my mark 2 week, I started feeling so much better. Before then, I got even depressed. When I had the discharge, my breasts were hurting. I felt like an elephant. I felt super fat. I actually got depressed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I started crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? Well, that's gonna go away, okay? But one thing that did happen to me is that my appetite didn't go away. I was actually hungrier than ever. That's probably because I was super bored. And yeah, I gained a few pounds. But you know what? It's okay. Once I get better, I'm gonna hit the gym and it's gonna be okay. Right now, I have to focus on my recovery. And that's how you have to think about things. Um, I have two more things that to share with you. Hot flashes. I am 38 years old and I started experiencing hot flashes. I had them before, but I feel them more now. And I think I have premenopause. I do have my two ovaries left in my body to give me hormones, but it's there. I mean, I feel so hot, like there's no tomorrow, but that might be just me. And like I said, you know, I did have like sharp pains when I was gonna have a bowel movement, or when I or going pee, you know, that too. And my doctor did test me for a urinary infection. I didn't have one. It's just, once again, you know, the organs are trying to get adjusted to the new space that is there. Um, I do want to tell you that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Um, and you know, it is hard. It is hard, regardless of what other people tell you. It is a surgery. It is something that you have to take care of your body, and you know what? It's okay. It's okay to just be laying there and feeling like crap, because that's how you feel. Um, I have a wonderful, supportive husband. He has been a sweetheart to me. I mean, he has been taking care of my boys and, you know, making food, cleaning the house, taking care of me. And I cannot be more thankful, you know. But just do understand, if you're planning to have a hysterectomy, plan for it. I thought it was gonna be a piece of cake because I had 3 C-sections. I'm like, I can, that's nothing. Well, yeah, it is something. It is something to plan for. And one of the things that I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but it did work for me kind of late. But I asked my husband, I'm like, can you bring me one of the boys' video games up here so I can play? And he did, and it did help. Netflix, I've seen all the shows there in English and Spanish, so I'm pretty much done with that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you this time. I will be checking in with you 2 weeks from now. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I'll be happy to answer for you. Any doubts that you might have, just let me know. Okay, that is it, my friends. I'll see you next time. Hasta la vista. Adios.